Okay. No, I don't stay in hall because yeah, I stay quite near to NTU, so okay. Mm. Okay, if you're at the SAC and you want to go to Coffee Bean, right? Okay, you exit SAC and you just walk straight down. You'll pass by I think the printing some printing shop to your right, and then you walk just keep walking straight down. You'll pass by the bus, that convenience store. Keep walking straight, there'll be this like open plaza thing. There's a giant TV down there. You can't miss it. So on the left, I think there's Booklink and Prime Supermarket. I can't remember what's on the right because yeah, I know there's Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, there's this. So you just walk straight down, then uh you can go to your left or to your right, but I think to your right is better because I usually take the the path to the right. So you just turn right and then you turn left again. There will be a long, long path down. Yeah. So you just keep walking down that path and you will uh you'll pass by this sort of like crossing, but there will be no cars. Usually the car won't drive past there. They will usually make U-turns, so you can just walk past there. Then you just keep walking down, and I think you can see Coffee Bean. And yeah, okay. Kofu it is basically the same thing. So you just have to walk straight for a long time. So what you do is you can either choose to take the elevator or you can choose to walk down the stairs. So if you want to take the elevator, you just need to walk past Coffee Bean, turn left, and then there will be a row of like benches to the side of the path, and then just walk down straight. And then there will be elevator, so you just take the elevator down to the lowest level. I think, is it lowest or second lowest? Uh, Second lowest. And then you'll be the bottom. If you choose to take the stairs, you have to walk out of Coffee Bean, turn right, you'll see like a flight of like not zigzagging, but jagged stairs, like so you just walk down the stairs all the way. So comparing those two areas, right, you come down by the elevator, you'll be like to the right side of the long path down the Kofu. You come down by stairs, you'll be on the left side. Both are the same. You just walk straight down. If you're on either side, just walk straight down all the way. You will pass by some LTs, yeah. And then finally, you will see the Lee Kong Chian Lecture Theatre, the Lee Kong Chian LT. That's like a very nice looking LT. Yeah. So when you see that, you can there'll be a flight of stairs down. So just take the flight of stairs down, and then once you reach the end of the flight of the stairs, you just do a U-turn. You can see Kofu. Uh, Kofu basically is like what they call you want to say it's not a hawker center, but it's more of like a food court. Yeah. So you can see a lot of these around Singapore, in the shopping centers. There's like Food Republic and all that. So Kofu is actually one of those uh, companies that operate food courts around. So they this kind of food courts, they usually cater food to everyone's taste. Yeah, they try to cater to everyone's taste. So that's why you see there's like there's like Indian food, there's like Malay food, there's chicken rice, there's Chinese food. There's the mixed vegetable rice. Got all the ingredients there. And there's like noodles, laksa, Western food. There's pasta there and all that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I think a really nice one would be fried rice because most of the time the I think the Western students from Western countries they seldom have like exposure to fried rice. Even if that there's like other exchange students from other Asian countries, there's like different varieties of fried rice. So maybe the local one might taste different, might have different taste. Because I myself I like to try like different varieties of fried rice. There's no one type of fried rice. There's so many types. There's like uh salted fish fried rice. There's like I can't even recall. There's just too many. And then there's like silverfish fried rice. Yeah, silverfish is like is I want to call it ikan bilis, but it's not. It's basically like a really small like white fish. You can eat the whole thing because they fry it and then it's so crispy. You can just yeah eat the whole thing. Oh, okay. The English word for ikan bilis, right, is actually anchovies. Yeah, so it's really just small fish that uh how they cook it in the local style is that usually they'll deep fry it, so it's really crispy. You can just eat the whole thing and yeah, it's very crunchy. Yeah. Uh, I used to do that, but now not really because it will give me like sore throat and all that. So usually I have it with like mm, rice or usually they come with nasi lemak. Yeah. Uh, okay, nasi lemak is actually Malay cuisine, Malay food. So uh, I think the literal translation is like I think lemak is fat or something. Yeah, and nasi is rice. So why there's like lemak, there's like fat. I think it's because of they when they cook the rice, they cook it with coconut milk. Yeah, so there's this like very nice aroma, very nice smell in it. But it's a kind of fattening. So yeah, and they accompany that rice with uh, quite a few ingredients. They accompany it with yeah, like what I said just now, ikan bilis, peanuts, fried chicken. Yeah, usually the fried chicken wings. Yeah, they taste really nice. And sometimes they pair up with fried fish, the ikan kuning. Yeah. Okay. Uh, ikan means fish in Malay. Yeah. So kuning is a type of fish. Yeah. It's I think it's around like this big. So usually they fry it with like turmeric or something. So it will look a bit like yellowy, orangey. Yeah. But it's really tasty because yeah, it's deep fry. Yeah. And the good thing about nasi lemak also is because it comes with sambal, which is chili. Yeah, and the chili is like there's a tinge of sweetness to it. So you mix it around with you can mix it around with the ingredients with the rice. It tastes good. And they end it off with cucumber. So after you're feeling really spicy and hot, you can just eat the cucumber to cool yourself down. Yeah. I eat that often. uh oh, noodles. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, mee rebus can also be a good choice because it's just yellow noodles cooked in like I think in some kind of like sweet sauce. I no, I'm sorry. They cook the noodles first, and then I think they pour that sweet sauce thing over. I last time when I was young, I used to drink the sauce together. Yeah, it's very like savory, but kind of fattening also at the same time. Yeah, and usually Mirabos they have, if I'm not wrong, they have like hard boiled egg inside. Oh yeah, I forgot to say nasi lemak also has egg, but it's fried egg. Yeah, yeah. For me, goreng is boiled egg because I think it's not really suitable to have fried egg in a soupy dish. Yeah. So they'll have like boiled egg and I think some chicken inside if I'm not wrong, and they have like those like tau pok, small piece of tau pok inside. Yeah, and they have like, I think they put some veggies like, I think is it coriander or something. Yeah. So the 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 veggies like add a bit of crunch to the noodles, and then add a bit of like refreshing taste also. Yeah. 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 Oh, okay. Indian food. Well, I think nasi biryani, it is a nice Indian food because I eat that quite often. Uh, the they have the same, around the same name as Malay food like nasi biryani. I'm not sure why that's the case, but it's Indian food. Yeah, so uh, the rice that they use is different from the normal rice in nasi lemak. They use basmati rice, I think. Yeah, so the grains of basmati rice, they are quite long, so they look very unique. The first time when I saw it, I thought it was like uh how to say, mee siam, or yeah, yeah, that was cut out really fine. Mee siam is a kind of like rice vermicelli. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it is rice that, and they usually accompany it with curry chicken. And if some people they don't really like curry chicken, so they can like have the option of like fried chicken. Yeah, but the thing is the chicken is so big. Yeah, especially when you have the drumstick. Yeah, the drumstick is like, whoa, so big. Every time I save it for the last, I slowly eat the rice because other than chicken, they have it with uh sometimes they give you a piece of cracker. Yeah, it's I don't know what's that called, but that cracker has like some spices in it. So when you eat the cracker, there's crunchy and then there's some spice taste inside. Yeah. So I usually eat the rice with the cracker. Then they have like some uh salad. Well, how I put it, salad. Yeah, some cucumber, maybe some onions and all that. So nasi biryani is, the rice itself is quite uh tasty already by itself. You can actually eat it on its own because they cook it with spices and some other seasoning. I remember like I seen some kind of seed inside, but I don't know what is it called. I think I saw star anise, yeah, kind of like herb inside also. So they cook it with some herbs and spices. So the rice itself has quite a nice taste. All right. Uh, okay, I might not know all of them, so I'll try to like explain everything. Okay, 11B, yeah, is a national service lingo basically. 11B is a identity card for all the full-time national servicemen who do their national service. As you know, all males, Singaporean males, age 18, they have to serve, yeah, their national service. So they'll be exchanging their identity cards with this particular card by itself, which identifies them as national servicemen. Yeah, yeah. 4D basically is a kind of a betting system in Singapore. It just means 4 digits, I think, because people usually line up at the betting place, and then they usually place their bets on like 4 numbers that will open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, I don't do that, but I have like relatives who do that often. So yeah, yeah. And 5Cs uh is a local like slang for the 5Cs that, or a guy, usually they refer to a guy who must have it in order to be successful, or to like marry someone in Singapore. Yeah, yeah. A car. Yeah, car is really expensive in Singapore. Condominium, cash, credit card, and country club membership. Yeah, yeah. So we are quite a materialistic society. uh, okay. Abuden is like it's a local slang of like saying you don't say, like, yeah, you don't say. Uh, like, okay, I give you a hypothetical scenario. So, for example, I I went to the toilet to take a dump. Yeah, and then you came by and then you asked me, hey, when you take a dump, do you take off your pants? So like Abu Then, of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, egg blur basically is like, it's also, yeah, all of these are Singapore slang. So egg blur is like what it literally means, acting blur. So usually it applies to people in national service. Sometimes it applies to uh people in the working like scenario also. So uh act blur is like pretending to not know something when you actually, like, like, for example, like, I was given assignment by my supervisor to do this task X, yeah, let's say, but he announced it in a meeting, but I just like choose not to answer, or what, act blur. So I choose not to know that, overtly know that, I have a task to do. So when the day, like, deadline for task X come up, oh, I didn't know that I have such a task, oh, did you say such a thing? No, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this is act blur. uh Act cute, yeah, it just literally means like someone trying to like act really cute. Yeah, it usually applies to like girls, yeah, who try to, talk in like squeaky voice, like, hey, yeah, no, yeah. So usually when people see that, usually it's from a third party perspective. So it's uh like you and me, we are sitting here, and then like the opposite table, that there's this girl over there who's like like doing like this kind of things to some guy. Then I'll be like, look at the girl, act cute. Yeah, yeah. So action, yeah. Action usually is also another like exclamation to use to like uh disapprove of what somebody does. So like, uh for example, if a guy comes up to the stage to do a speech, usually people walk to the stage to do a speech. Maybe he somersaults across the stage, and then he lands right in front of the podium to do the speech. So when he does that, people will be like sitting at the audience like, "Oh, this guy action like trying to like say like uh such acts, such behavior, it's not really necessary. Hence action. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Agak-agak basically is estimation. Yeah. So it's like uh the, like perhaps during exams, when we are done with the exams, then group of local students outside discussing. So maybe one of them ask, "Hey, how do you do like this question 5?" And then the other guy will be like, "Oh, I just agak-agak throw in the formula, add the numbers in, and get the answer." So uh, it's like a rough estimation of how people do stuff. Yeah, it applies to a lot of things. Like not even like studying. Like it can be uh maybe while we are waiting for the bus. Hey, how long will the bus come? Agak-agak maybe like 10 minutes. Yeah, estimated 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right, right. Glad to help. Thank you.